Alright, now I'm going to continue my birthday special with the PS3 version of Jeopardy. Of course, this birthday special is not just for me. It's also for B. Jockard as well as Jamar 500.
This is Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player one. Player two. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round.
Alright, let's do that, Alex.
Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories: war, banned books, 1960s sports legends, the national park system, sweet pea, and the elements. Player one,
Sweet
where
pea
do we
200.
start? Carnations and sweet williams belong to this colorful family of flowering plants. It's player one.
What is the pansy?
No, that's not right. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? It's player two.
Pink?
You correct.
Oh.
Player two, where do we start?
National Park System 200.
A national memorial in this city commemorates the site of the April 19th, 1995 bombing that killed 168. Player one?
It is Oklahoma City.
Yes, you're out of the
There
ball.
we go.
Player one, the Philadelphia home where he wrote The Telltale Heart is now a National Historic Site. It's player one.
Who is Edgar Allan Poe? Sweet pea for 400.
Select again. Gene Fowler's biography of John Barrymore is called Good Night, Sweet This. It's player two.
It is Prince.
Right.
Yep.
Player two, you're in command of the board
Elements
as we continue,
200.
right? Because sound travels 2.7 times faster in this gas than in air, inhaling it makes your voice higher. Okay, player one.
What is helium?
Yep.
The elements for 400.
Player one. Neon, argon, and radon are among these gases formerly called rare or inert. Here's the correct response. The noble gases.
Noble gases. Sweet pea for 600.
Player one, perhaps an alteration of the word potato. This word follows sweet in a slang term for a pretty girl. Okay, player one.
What is patootie?
Good.
Sweet pea for 800.
You again. This Hall of Fame NFL running back was nicknamed Sweetness. It's player one.
Who's Walter Payton?
Correct.
Let's finish up that category.
You again. If you're served sweetbreads in a restaurant, you're eating either thymus or this part of an animal. The correct response is the pancreas.
Pancreas.
You get to pick again,
National Park
player
System
one.
for 6.
Fort Necessity, the site of the first battle of this war on July 3rd, 1754, was designated a national battlefield in 1961. Here's what we wanted. The French and
French
Indian War. Player 1, lying in both Tennessee and North Carolina, it has more annual visitors than any other national park. Here's what we were looking for. Great Smoky Mountains National
Great
Park.
Smoky Mountains National Park.
Player 1. Christiansted National Historic Site on this largest of the U.S. Virgin Islands commemorates its Danish heritage. It's Player 3.
What is St. John?
Sorry.
Nope.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Player 1?
What is St. Croix?
That's it. You get to pick again,
Yeah,
Player
it's
1.
6.
Superman knows its atomic number is 36. It's Player 1.
What is krypton?
Good.
Elements for 800.
Player 1. This very hard metal is named for the children of Uranus and Gaia. Here's the response we were looking for. Titanium.
Titanium.
Player Harold Crotto and others found this common element had a new molecular form, the fullerene. Here's the response we were looking for. Carbon.
Carbon.
Player 1, you pick again,
1960
please.
Sports Legends 200.
Between May of 1965 and March of 1967, he defended his heavyweight boxing title an amazing 9 times. Let's hear it, Player 1.
Who is Muhammad Ali?
Good. You again. The most points a player has scored in an NFL game in the last 50 years is 36 by this Bears halfback on December 12th, 1965. Here's the correct response. Gale Sayers.
Gale Sayers. 1200.
In the 1960s, 2 NBA players won MVP awards 4 times. Wilt Chamberlain and this Boston Celtics center. Let's hear it, Player 1.
Who is Bill Russell?
That's it.
That wouldn't have been Queen Abdul-Jabbar. That
We
was much
return to
later.
you, Player 1. In 1963, she appeared in her first Wimbledon singles title match under her maiden name, Moffat. Yes, Player 2.
Martina Navratilova? No.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? It's Player 1.
Who is Billie Jean King?
Good.
That's the one.
Player 1. On August 1st, 1964, this man, nicknamed Big Daddy, became the first in drag racing history to exceed 200 miles per hour. Here's what we were looking for. Don Garlitz.
Never heard of him.
Player 1, back
War
to you.
200.
Henry V and Joan of Arc both fought in this lengthy struggle between England and France. Yes, Player 1?
When is the 100 Years' War?
That's right, way to go.
War for 400.
Player 1, here's Kelly.
Gas masks became a key part of a soldier's equipment after poison gas was used at the Second Battle of Ypres during this war.
Player 1?
What is World War One?
Yeah!
War for 600.
Player 1. In the biggest amphibious invasion in history, 350,000 troops invaded this French region in 1944. It's player one.
What is Normandy?
That's correct.
War for 800.
Player one.
Answer, the Daily Double.
Answer, it's the Daily Double. You are currently in the lead. Who's
I'll
in
try
the lead?
1600.
All right, here's your clue. The 262 model from this German manufacturer was the world's first operational fighter jet.
What is Messerschmitt?
Congratulations, you're still in first, player one.
War for
Player
1000.
one. The oldest army unit in the world is this national one, founded in 1506, that guards the Pope. Here's what we were looking for. The Swiss Guard.
Swiss Guard. Okay.
Select again.
Banned books 200.
This story was banned in California because the heroine was bringing wine as well as food to her grandma. Let's hear it, player one.
What is Little Red Riding Hood?
Yes.
Banned
Please
books
pick
for
again,
4.
player one. In 1929, Italy banned his Call of the Wild, and Yugoslavia banned all of his books as being too radical. Okay, player one.
Who is Jack London?
That's correct.
600.
Player one. Predictably, in 1967, Lysistrata by Aristophanes was banned in this country, then controlled by a military junta. The correct response is Greece.
Greece, okay.
England indicted this supporter of the Revolutionary War for his rights of man. His publisher was prosecuted. Here's the correct response. Thomas Paine.
Let's see the last one.
And here's the $1,000 clue. Viola's cross-dressing in this Shakespeare play ran afoul of a New Hampshire prohibition of Alternative Lifestyle Act. We're talking about Twelfth Night.
12th night. And that will conclude Single Jeopardy.
Player 3 is going first in Double Jeopardy when we come back following this.
And player 2 has minus 200, player 3 is a minus 1,000, so player 3 is going to select first in Double Jeopardy.